Okay, greetings, Patriots, Starseeds, light workers, and of course our very brave military and galactic brothers and sisters. Welcome, 1776 United, and we are in a worldwide and galactic revolution, along with fighting the demons and scammers that are out there. Now, I have come up with kind of a code breaker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have my followers message me privately on this channel, which will be it will go on to TikTok, okay, and that way you'll know who it is, okay. So once you ask, request, and I verify who you are, then I'll give you a code, and then you'll know it's me. All right, and this will stop the confusion and stop these communist Chinese from attacking us and trying to steal your money. Okay, so we are, the deep state is desperate to distract from the growing exposure ignited, by wars worldwide. Ukraine became an epic center of conflict, meant to launder money, maintain power, and shift focus from the collapsing narratives. But patriots were watching, and the lies could no longer be held back. I have to go through this slowly because I'm trying to work off of two phones here. The greatest inflation in history. The global economic spiraled into chaos. Engineered supply chains disrupted. Recklessness spending and central banks' manipulations crushed the middle class. The goal was very clear: destroy the financial independence and push the masses into economic chaos. And we are still under attack, okay? We're still dealing with a lot of attacks from militaries from around the world, and namely one is the CCP. They have got their technicians or hackers that are being controlled by the military through the CCP in all front of display on TikTok right now. They are attacking everybody, trying to steal your money, do anything to lessen your wealth financially and spiritually. So we have to be aware of it and understand that who our enemy is. So through it all, the resistance grew stronger in 2024. Trump's monumental comeback really sealed the deal for MAGA. Yes, we have MAGA that's broken up a little bit, but that was just shedding some of the weak links that were hanging on, pretending to be who they were. Not real true patriots. Despite unprecedented attacks, rigged investigations, and endless smear campaigns, Trump emerged victorious. The people had spoken, and the deep state suffered a crippling blow in 2025, I guess it was, right? So, give me a second here. But the real fight was just beginning. They knew that their time was up, running out in 2025. Deep state's fall and arrests are happening now and have been happening since Trump got back in January of 2025, and we've really stepped it up. Although you cannot see it, and it's not on, of course, their mainstream media, which is controlled by the Communist Chinese Party and all the other fascist pigs that are around the world. You're never going to hear it. We have to build our own networks and truth news out there ourselves, and have the people make their own decision if they want to be manipulated and lied to by the controlling fascists, or resonate with the new truth movement of the patriots that are out there trying to get the truth to you. Okay? Oh boy, so here we go again. So, and of course, sorry about this, trying to get this stuff out to us. And of course, this is getting very hard. But the real truth was just beginning. They knew their time was up and running out in 2025. The deep state was falling, and it was, and the rest were starting on a very heavy accord. This is the year of the reckoning. 11.3 operations are now in motion. The deep state crimes are being exposed. Election frauds, bioweapon warfare, global financial corruption, and human trafficking is all being exposed for everybody to see. And of course, we have to know and understand that even though we cannot have visual proof, we're in a continuity of government in a wartime episode right now. So you're not going to see a lot of play-by-play things of what's happening. We're just going to have to take the military and the alliance word for it, and know for the fact is that if you are seeing the enemy out there on any level or any scale, such as you see Katy Perry and little baby Castro, those are 2.0 doppelgappers that are, they're hybrids. The real ones are been sitting in Gitmo, and they have been already tried, and whether they're doing life imprisonment or whatever, because, I mean, let's just put the common sense together here. You're not going to be part of the cabal and do the things that you have done and still be able to walk the streets. It's just not going to happen. So we have to use our discernment and our intuition to understand that, they're trying to throw everything out there to keep you off balance, to show you that everything's just fine and we're still in control, but actually they're not. All right? But they are falling. The truth is out. The mass arrests are underway, and it will stay underway through 2025 into 2026. The new era of global peace is coming with the deep state dismantled, and its operatives will be arrested if they not already have. Now, there is other people that have their own, whatever you want to call it, their own theory and their own perspective of it, right? But, I'm just trying to get you out the facts here right now. The world enters the new phase. No more manufactured wars, no more financial enslavement, no more unelected elites ruling from the shadows. The power returns to the people as it was always meant to be. Possible timing? Well, we're not going to go there because we don't know for sure, right? And of course, the reset has begun. Congress passed the financial reset phase timeline, which closed the Federal Reserve and the IRS. That's already been shut down. The GCR Foundation has liquidity. All contracts signed and are on the table, closed. So the deals are sealed, basically, for whatever that means. And, I guess we're always moving in the right direction, okay? Everything has begun. Sovereign tables are a go. The owner of the Pentecostal group was sent an audio saying that all tables are closed for the Pentecostal groups, which means no one can sell any bonds, and is ready to start the process of that payment and will be released sometime in August. Which, does that have anything to do with us? I don't know. Who knows? You're going to get a lot of payments, and this is coming from President Trump. You're going to get a lot of payments. You're going to be very happy if you're an American citizen of this country. You're going to be getting a lot of money in August. Nasera, Jacera, follow it, maybe rolling out at that point. So I don't know if is it going to be just for the Americans? I don't know. Who knows? Tier 4B redemptions starts. New rates will be shown on the Forex very, very soon. Now let me just say something here. The whole thing about this thing rolling out and everybody being included or whatever, we still have to understand that we're going to be witnessing, if it does happen in August here, the Tier 4B will be getting redemptions, and as people do getting paid out, they will be probably required to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. Therefore, you're not going to get anybody jumping up and down in the streets saying that this is, I've been paid, so to speak, right? So, and I've got so much on my mind right now that I'm thinking about something, and then all of a sudden I forget it. So, please bear with me. Deadline for the GCR to go public and have new rates listed on the Forex. The EBS, Emergency Broadcast System, is scheduled to activate on global compliance hits 90%, when global compliance hits 90%. And that's projected for August the 15th. So, so deadline for the new rates to be on the Forex or the end of July, beginning of August. Can only say certain things, as most is confidential. All my sources are not talking as they might be under an NDA, which is something I just said, right? So, there's a lot of people that can't say, they're very, very happy, but they have to do their jumping up and down in private. And I believe that this is what's going on because I am having less and less contacts all the time through the money end of it. And let me just say about somebody that's out there that's kind of downplaying and discouraging people, such as, is it Harry the coach or coach? I don't know who it is. Harry the coach, whatever he is. And I think you know who he is. Now, he's saying that there won't be no Nasara Jasara, there won't be no redemption center, all this other stuff. Now, I have a very, very hard time believing his bullshit on this one, because we have people like Mark Z that has been working on it for some 20 years. We have other people like Mr. Cortrell that's been working on it for 30, 35 years. It's there, okay? We have John Dowling, which is concurring with Mark Z and everything that's happening. Also, Nick Vinyamin has had proof coming to his host site, and other guest stars coming on that are into the money end of it and high level in the banking system, that have concurred with them that this is exactly what is happening. So Harry the coach man, or whatever he is, you better go back to the research. You better go back to your books and start researching it a little bit more, because I'm just totally disagreeing with what you're saying. Okay, so I got time. I don't have any time for anything more on this one, and all the best to everybody, and we'll see you on the next one and keep this ball rolling. Bye for now.